Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. The man who tried to rescue 12-year-old Kaylin Brown last week has died. 34-year-old Trevor Hicks was pulled from Shoal Creek by rescue crews on Wednesday. He had gone in to try to rescue the child who'd been swept up in the current. Kaylin Brown died and Hicks was hospitalized. The Missouri State Highway Patrol reports Hicks died Tuesday morning. A GoFundMe page is set up to support the Hicks family. The White House has suspended all leases for oil and gas drilling in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge in Alaska. The leases were sold at auction shortly before President Trump left office. The Interior Department says it's reviewing their legality. President Biden went to Oklahoma to pay respects to the victims of the Tulsa Race Massacre. A century ago, as many as 300 residents of a once affluent neighborhood known as Black Wall Street were killed, and more than 1,200 homes and businesses destroyed. The president called it a largely forgotten part of the country's history that needs to be remembered. The Neosho City Council met on Tuesday. One item on the agenda was to discuss a possibility of updating a city ordinance for the keeping of animals such as chickens and roosters. The reason it was brought up was due to increased complaints from residents about odor and noise. After the council meeting, the council said this issue would be covered under the city's existing noise ordinance, and local police would issue citations under that. And that's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door.
Skies getting just a little lighter over 7th and Rangeline, but still no peak of sunshine yet as we find ourselves only 11 minutes away from official sunrise over Joplin. It'll be 5:59 on this June the 2nd. 60 degrees is where we stand, 59 in Miami, 56 in Independence, and then a slew of 60s running from Lamar and Carthage. So pretty comfortable when you walk outside. Here's the heavy cloud cover. Nice thing is all this rain stays out to our east. We don't have to worry about anything falling this early in the morning. Now, with that being said, remember we still do have flood advisories down in the southern portion of southwest Missouri, McDonald, Newton, Barry, Lawrence. Those running until 9 a.m. I think we should be allowed to let those expire here because we're going to be dry up until the noon hour. All the action really east of the Mississippi as far as the rain goes. They've got an oppressive heat wave out to the west with the big ridge of the jet stream right there. It'll flatten out a little bit here in the next couple of days, and that's what's going to bring us warmer temperatures, but we'll get nothing like the record-setting heat that they've had out to the west. Even with the mostly cloudy start, we'll kind of clear off before the noon hour. Not a whole lot of break, but at the same point, we'll still get some sunshine, be able to make it up into the 70s. Now, we are going to pick up just some afternoon scattered rain, say about 1 p.m. to 8 p.m., and we're not worried about anything flooding. It's not going to come down that hard, and it's going to push out of here, and nothing severe. No wind, no hail, so let's call those winners. Now, the warming trend begins today. It's going to be nice. We were talking about mid-60s yesterday in Joplin. Got up to about 73, 74 today, and then look at this. We're rolling 70s and then 80s into the weekend. Thursday and Friday are going to be delightful, with those rain chances holding off at 10%. A little uptick there for Saturday and Sunday. Most of our rain action is going to be just like today, afternoon into early evening. We'll be back with more KOAM Morning News right after this.
Matt Craft